Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please hit the subscribe button below for you to be able to see more content like this. And if you already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much guys for coming back. Thank you so much for watching my videos. So today I'm going to be talking about some money mistakes which I have made in my early 20s and also in my mid 20s. I made some of these mistakes. And honestly, growing up, we didn't really get educated on how to save money and also how to manage money. If you're Nigerian, you probably would be able to relate to this also. We know how to hustle hard, we know how to make the money, but the problem is how to really manage the money, right? For me, I honestly think everyone should invest in some kind of financial education for themselves. And there are books that you can read about this. There are some books that you can actually read if you like reading. If you don't like reading, you can try audiobooks. For me, I also like audiobooks. Or there are some clips on YouTube you can find about savings, emergency funds, all this good stuff about money. And for me, there are two books which I read that actually changed those books changed my mindset and my perspective about how I view money and how I think about money. And the first book is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I really like that book. It was the first book about finance which I read. And the second one is the Richest Man in Babylon. So if you're able to get your hands on any of these books, I would really encourage you to read them, and maybe you would learn one or two things that will be useful for you when it comes to money. So the first money mistake I made in my early 20s and also in my mid 20s was not saving any money. Like literally no savings, no goal, no financial plan, nothing. And usually when you are in your early 20s, you are not thinking about saving money, you're not thinking about financial goals and financial plan, except maybe, well, if when you were growing up you were taught how to do these kind of things. But typically, like a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, you have money, you just want to go spend it, right? And let me just take it back to my university days. I left Nigeria when I was 17 years old. I went to study in Malaysia, and while I was there, I had quite a good amount of money at my disposal as pocket money. And keep in mind that I stayed in a hostel and my dad paid my rent for the whole year. So from January to December, I didn't have to think about rent. I didn't have to think about any bills. So I just had this money every month at my disposal for my food, upkeep, any university expenses. And it was not a lot, honestly. And knowing what I know today, if I had known better, I would have managed the money in a different way. I would have spent the money differently. Even when I started working, I still was not saving properly. Like, I thought I was saving, but I was not saving at all, because what I did was when I got paid, I spent money, and whatever was left, whatever tiny amount or big amount that was left, was what I kept as savings. And I kept the money in the same bank account. Then what I realized is that I kept on dipping my hand in that money and I was spending it, something that was supposed to be savings, and I would still go back to it and spend the money. And maybe I find this really nice blazer, I would dip into that money that I've kept as savings and I would spend it, which it's terrible, like terrible thing to do. Don't do that. Like, that is not how savings work. That is not how it should work. You should do it in a completely different way. So what I do now for savings is whenever I get paid, the first thing I do is to pay myself. Like, I work hard for this money. I need to pay myself first before I pay my landlady, before I pay the government, electricity bill and water bill, whatever bill, before I go and give Zara shop money for a blazer or for an outfit. I need to pay myself first, because we need to do that. Like you need to cultivate the habit of paying yourself first. And there are so many other things you can do with money in your savings account. That is a completely different topic. And so yeah, this is one mistake that I made. As a student, I made that mistake. Even as someone who had a job, I also made that mistake in my first few years of working, until my eyes opened and I started to realize the things I was doing that were not okay. So guys, please, savings accounts, save money. Yeah. The second money mistake I made in my early 20s and also in my mid 20s was borrowing people money. Whew. And these are people who don't know how to pay back money they have borrowed. You remembered in my first point when I mentioned being 17 years old and having money at my disposal. There were people who saw this and they actually took advantage of that. They took advantage of the fact that I was young, like I had money at my disposal, and also like I was nice. I was nice, too nice, I would say. And sometimes someone comes up to me and they'll be like, hey Janet, I need some money. I need to pay for this, and I'm expecting money from my parents in 2 weeks. Could you please help me with $200 or $300, and I'll pay you back in 2 weeks time or in 3 weeks time? And I'm there like, okay, I have this money I don't need it in 2 weeks time, right? And this person really needs money to do something right now. Okay, I might as well just borrow them the money, since they said they're going to pay it in 2 weeks time. I trusted the fact that they were going to refund the money, but they didn't. And I still have people owing me money like 8 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago. Like, there are still people that took money from me and they just didn't pay it back. What I would really advise people to do, like, don't get me wrong, right? It's good to help people. Like, if there's someone in need, it's good to help if you can. But also keep in mind that there are people that you would give something to and they wouldn't return it back. And have it at the back of your mind. If someone is asking you for 50,000 naira or 40,000 naira, and you know you can part away with that money, like you give them, you expect that they pay you back, but you don't keep it, like you don't sit on it that they are going to pay you back. You're like, okay, this money, if I give it out and it doesn't come back, I'm okay with it. Okay. So right now, like, I'm just like, I still give money out, but I give money out to people I know will return it. So there are still people in my life that when they ask me for money, I give it out. So now I'm just like, this person needs 10,000 naira. Can I part away with 10,000 naira? Like, if it doesn't come back, am I okay with it? If yes, I give the money. If no, I'm sorry. I won't be able to help with that amount of money, especially if I know you are that kind of person that does not give back money. Yeah, we learn and we grow. So borrowing money, I take it with a pinch of salt. The third money mistake I made is buying things that I don't need. Yeah, impulse buying. It might be clothes, it might be household items, maybe things to decorate the house, or kitchen items, like just buying things that you don't need. Like when you're in the shop, you feel like you see something that is really cute. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then you buy it. But then do you really need that thing? Sometimes I don't. I didn't really need to buy that item. And whenever I go to the shop to buy things, I usually have a list of the things I need to buy. But what I notice is, I think this happens to everyone. Like, you see other things, like these people in the malls, they know how to entice you. Like, you see other things that you're like, oh, I need to buy that, or oh, that looks so cute. Oh my god, if I have that shoe, there's this outfit I have in my wardrobe, it will go really nice together. And before you know it, you are coming out of the shops with 10 bags instead of two. Impulse buying. And then when I get home, I start looking at this and I'm like, why did I even buy this? So things like that, like you just see something and you just, oh, I need to have that. I did that a lot. I still do that, but only for food. Just try to curb like the excessive purchase of things and try to just stick to a plan. If you have a plan, stick to it. And I think that would help, honestly, to reduce impulse buying and just getting all these things that you just want but you don't need. Yeah, the advice would be go for things you need, and not just sometimes also what you want, but what you want should be practical, like something you're going to use, something you're going to get your money's worth out of it. Yeah, so that was for me one money mistake I made. Just buy. The fourth money mistake I made was actually buying online courses that promised heaven and earth, but it turned out to be a waste of time and a waste of money. I got to the point where I started learning about making money online, and I was really interested in creating other source of income for myself. So I didn't just want to have a job and that was it. I wanted to have multiple streams of income. I was trying to learn a new skill that was marketable. I was trying to learn so many things, and when I started searching online, that was when I realized like there were a lot of courses about Amazon FBA course, there were AliExpress dropshipping courses, there were social media branding courses, there were so many courses. And when you have those things at your disposal, I started reading about these things. I'm like, and then I started finding people that were like experts in their field, and they promised like, if you buy my course, it's a 6 weeks course, and you're going to learn this, and you'll be able to set up your system. You'll be able to set up how to generate another stream of income, blah blah blah. And I'm like, that is what I need. Well, like that is what I need. I need another stream of income, right? And I bought the course. I bought about 3 different courses, and those courses turned out to be a waste. Like literally, the content in those courses were something that you can find online for free. Like literally, if you go on YouTube, you would find so many free courses on investment, or you find free courses about, you find free videos, free content about selling online, and all these online things. Yeah, you will find them for free. But then I was thinking, if I buy the course, I will get more out of it. And because they promise to help you build it from scratch, like it's a system you are building, I got enticed by them. Like a few things that I learned from the courses which were new, few things, they were not up to the price I paid, that were new. But I just feel like it was just a waste of money, complete waste of money, and I shouldn't have done that. That's just all I'm gonna say. Like, I wasted money. It's gone. What will I do? The 5th money mistake I made was starting a blog without a clear plan, without a goal, nothing. I just created a blog and I was paying money to have it up online. For those of you who don't know, I used to have a blog, which I enjoy writing, to be honest. I enjoy creating stories and writing things. And so I felt like having a blog would be somewhere, instead of just writing in my journal or in my diary, I can take that creative part of me and put it in a blog and create content based on things I like. So I didn't have a clear plan. I was just like, I'll just create and post whatever. Since 2016, I had that blog. I was paying hosting on that blog up until last year. Up until last year, I still had it, and I sat down to do like an audit of myself and this blog. Like, okay, what can I do with this? Should I still continue keeping this blog and paying for the hosting? I still had few people reading it, but honestly, it was not a lot to keep. It was not worth the amount of money I was paying for the hosting to keep the blog. So apart from the blog, I also had, Janet. Apart from the blog, I also had a Shopify store, which I was paying monthly. I was paying monthly fee to keep the shop running. I didn't even make. Oh God, I've tried so many things, guys. I have tried so many things, which I don't know. I don't regret doing those things, but they were not necessary. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't regret trying my hands in different things and spending money, because then I know what I want to do now. I know what I can do. I know what to try. I know things that don't work. So you get what I mean? If you don't try, you wouldn't know things that are not working for you. So in the midst of trying things, I spent money. I wasted money, and they were not necessary. I should have probably used that money to do something else, or I should have done my research to have a proper, I don't know, a skeleton, not like a proper plan, because I feel like you can never have a proper plan for things, because things change, but at least have an idea of what you're trying to achieve. I didn't have that idea. I just did what I did, and I spent money. So that was the last, for me, that was the last point I had to share with you as a money mistake which I made. And yeah, I don't know, guys. This was what I had to share with you. I don't know about you. What are some money mistakes you have made, and also what you have done to manage your money properly? Yeah, please do share with us. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it, like learn from some of my mistakes. Please share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and please guys, subscribe to my channel, and I will be creating more content like this. Yeah, and thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in my next one.